Welcome to the 2021 version of the CMS Celebration of Excellence. We had to adapt and adjust last year for the Celebration of Excellence and have had the challenge of doing so again this year. Last year, we just got to listen to myself, Mr. Fox, and Mr. Michael on a live feed just announcing students' names. This year, we are able to involve more individuals, but most importantly, the students. Hopefully at some point in the near future, we can all get back together, as we have done in the past, to honor our student success. Until then, we will continue to meet the challenges that are presented to us and continue to build skill as we do. At this time, I would like to thank the students and staff at CMS for a great school year. We have been able to get back in the classroom and learn. We've been able to get back on the playing fields and compete. And we've been able to be involved in events, both academic and athletically, at a championship level. This allows us to showcase our students and the great individuals we have here at CMS. Great job, Tigers. Now on to our awards presentations. Okay, and now for our first recognition, we'll have our student council advisor, Mrs. Jo Anderson, come up and do a presentation.
Hi, I'm Ms. Anderson, and I was this year's student council advisor. So this year's student council was a little different because we didn't elect members. We had 40 kids that participated, which ended up being a lot of fun. These kids honored our veterans with cards and cookies, organized some hot chocolate days for our student body, and raised over $200 for playground equipment for our middle school to enjoy. The 4 members that I want to recognize are the 4 that were elected into officer positions. These kids did a great job at leading meetings, making announcements, organizing activities, and being overall great leaders. Thank you to our secretary, Ava Justice, our social director, Ari Travis, our vice president, Jackson Hatfield, and last but not least, Maddox Bigham, our president. You guys have done a great job this year, and thank you for being such great leaders. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Anderson. Our next presenter will be Mrs. Brooke Baxton, and she will be recognizing our future problem solvers.
Future Problem Solving is an international program where a team of students is presented with a problem that is occurring in the future. Students will work together to come up with many solutions to the problem. Then they figure out the biggest underlying problem and try to come up with creative solutions to it. Students know the topics beforehand, so they also spend some time researching before their writing sessions. These students on our 2 future problem solving teams did all of this on Fridays this school year when they weren't even required to be at school. I'm so proud to say that both teams qualified for state this year. We have certificates and t-shirts coming from the future problem solving people, but they have not yet arrived. But I still want to go ahead and acknowledge our teams. So our junior team consisted of Riley Starner, Elizabeth Fisher, Kaden Paxton, River Scott, and Aggie Church, who is not with us today. Our junior team has 5 members and 4 people make up a team. So River was our alternate, and I found out a few weeks ago that as her individual, River placed 5th overall in the state. So congrats, River, good job. And then we also had, that was our 6th grade team, and then we had a middle level team made up of 7th and 8th graders. They are Addie Powers, Sydney Jones, Drew Hoskins, And Grayson Buckley, who's not with us this morning, but he's our lone 8th grader. So I just want to say what a great job they've done, and I hope they keep at it next year. So good job, guys.
Okay, Ms. Paxton should have had you to stay up here since you're our next presenter. So come on back up.
Each month, the 7th grade teachers choose a SHLAMI, which stands for Scientist, Historian, Language Artist, and Mathematician. We recognize students who are excelling in each academic area by completing work, good behavior, helping others, and just being an all-around good tiger. Sometimes, though, even though a student is chosen for one subject, they are doing just as well in all subjects. So at the Celebration of Excellence, we would like to recognize students whose names are constantly mentioned in all subject areas as being great students. Thank you for all your hard work in 7th grade. So our 7th grade SHLAMIs this year, we have Reagan Burgess, Jalen James, Allie Mullins, Jack Klein, Mercedes Fowler, Amelia Targo, Ava Justice, Peyton Hughes, Claire Davis, Allie Farrell, we also want to recognize Jacob Reichendorfer, Sydney Jones, and Nevaeh Kretzer as 7th grade SHLAMIs. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Paxton. Okay, next up, we will have our Tiger Pen coach, Mrs. Valentine, come up and recognize students.
Good morning. I'd like to present certificates for students who participated in Ohio's Power the Pen competition. Many students write because that's what school requires and because they have to. These students write because they love to write. And so, not only do they love to write, they love to compete when they write and compete against other students who are writing. These students showed up at club meetings, they showed up on the weekends, and they practiced writing in all kinds of different ways. I'd like to honor these writers who participated in the Power of the Pen. Addison from Waco. Addison has participated in the Power of the Pen competition for 2 years now. Congratulations, Addison. Thank you very much. Addison not only participated, she showed up in between practice and basketball games in order to do it. Tamise Taylor, is Tamise here today? Okay, Tamise Taylor also participated in the district Power of the Pen. Devin Gray. Devin participated in both the district and the regional Power of the Pen. He did it both last year and this year. Congratulations, Devin, you were a great writer. All right. Also, Kayla Huggins. Kayla's not here today. Kayla wrote, not only did Kayla write and both the district and the regional competitions. At one point, she even wrote from a couple thousand miles away during the competition. So that was kind of Power of the Pen is a little bit different this year. It's an online format, so it gives kids a little bit more flexibility in how they participate. Allie Farrell this year, she's a new Tiger Pen rider for Power of the Pen. She participated in both the district and the regional competitions. Congratulations, Allie. Lucas Davis. Lucas also participated in both the district and the regional competitions. He also was a Tiger Pen and Power of the Pen rider last year. Congratulations for hanging in there, Lucas. Next we have Addison Powers. Addie is a two-time Power of the Pen participant. Last year, as a sixth grader, she showed up and ran errands and worked really, really hard. She's been at all of the meetings as much as she can. She participated in both the district and the regional competitions this year for Power of the Pen. Congratulations, Addie. Thank you. Amelia Tarble. Amelia was also a sixth grade runner last year, and she participated as a seventh grader this year in both the district and the regional competitions. Amelia, like many others, showed up on the weekends, showed up on club meetings, and has been working really, really hard in the Tiger Pen to be an accomplished rider. Amelia not only participated in the district and the regional, but Amelia qualified for the state competition. So she'll be representing CMS this year at the Power of the Pen state competition that's sponsored by Otterbein. Congratulations, Amelia, and good luck to you this weekend. All right, Story Christmas. Story also participated in the district competition for Power of the Pen this year. Story, I need to get your certificate printed off. Hang on to this, get your picture taken, and I'll get it, okay? Thank you, Story. All right, congratulations to all these students that wrote, not because they had to, but because they wanted to. They represented CMS well, and I look forward to seeing what these seventh graders will do in eighth grade. And look forward to seeing what the new up-and-coming sixth grade riders will do next year. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Valentine. Up next will be our Spelling Bee participant recognition, and Mrs. Davis.
Okay, so this year for the Spelling Bee, we have a couple of different awards to give out. So one of our students is actually going to come up twice, okay? So for our sixth grade CMS Spelling Bee winner, we have Miss Cicely Esterlin. For our seventh grade CMS Spelling Bee winner, we have Miss Patsy Ann Honeycutt. For our eighth grade CMS Spelling Bee winner, we have Miss Catherine Taylor. This year we also had a student who was able to compete online at the Scripps Regional Spelling Bee in Athens, and she actually made it 3 rounds into the Spelling Bee, which is absolutely fantastic. And that award goes to Miss Cicely Esterlin. So congrats, very good. And that is our Spelling Bee. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Davis, for our Spelling Bee recognition. Up next will be our Moby Max award recognition with Mrs. Jordan.
Throughout the year, we work on various projects in our class. And MobyMax has been a program that we use to help learn in math, language arts, science, and social studies. This year, we had several students put several thousands of minutes and hours, hundreds of hours of time into the program. Our top student achievement awards go to Cameron Carl for language arts, Kylie Rock for language arts, Michael Teets for language arts, Terry Schaefer for math, and if I can have Cameron and Kylie come back up, please. These two also received awards in math for their outstanding effort, growth, and the amount of time that they put into their education this year. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Jordan. Up next will be our art awards recognition with our art instructor here at CMS, Ms. Aaron Horseman.
Good morning. This year, art looked a little different. We did not have our usual, our annual art show, but I wanted to recognize a few students for outstanding achievement in art this year. They worked really hard with our assignments, had a good attitude, and really improved with their art skills. So I'd like to first give an award to Aiden Lombardo. Jackson Hatfield, Cyrus Lee, Catherine Taylor, Eden Smith, Taylor Duffy, Micaiah Cockerham, Jack Crosby, Sydney Latimer, Kylie McCain, Ashlyn Carrot, Tegan Rutherford, Devin Gray, Lillian Sheets, Olivia Snyder, Blaine Fowler, Anthony Dobbelmeyer, Lee Kayada, Catherine Ellis, Logan Huggins. Alexis Leach. Ariana Vicardis. Riley Sterner. Aggie Search. Savannah Sells. Brady Reuter. Tucker Cook. And Josie Randall. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Sorsman. Okay, up next will be our extra mile recognition with our extra mile coordinator, Mr. Sullivan.
Good morning. We had a great year with our Extra Mile program this year. The purpose of our Extra Mile program is to give students a wide range of after-school learning that continues to help them grow in their academic pursuits. Our program offers a variety of engaging activities from math and language arts to tutoring, hands-on STEM activities, field trips, and our service opportunities. All led, of course, by our qualified staff. We've had a fantastic year. We've had 39 students registered from grades 6 through 8 and participating and averaging about 26 in attendance every single day. So we have several awards to give out today, starting with our IXL learning certificates. We used a program this year, an academic program called IXL, which gives these students an extra focus on English, language arts, and math. And so these awards are given out throughout the course of our year with progress and growth, and these students led at each grade level. So in math, 6th grade, we have Kirsten Kress. In math 7th grade, we have Lucas Davis. In math 8th grade, we have Taryn Bell. English language arts for 6th grade, we have Keegan Muirfield. English language arts 7th grade, Aiden Bell. And then we had 2 for English language arts 8th grade. They kind of tied. We have Chastity Johnson. And we have Alina Jackson. Our next award is our attendance award. This, of course, award goes to our student who has attended the most days this year. Now, granted, this student has also received this award the last 2 years. And out of 270 days of programming, that's 3 years of Extra Mile, this person has only missed 4 days of Extra Mile, and that award goes to Mr. Devin Whitman. Devin, I've got you set up for school next year, buddy. There you go. Our last few awards are our Extra Mile Tiger Character Award. This award is given to selected students voted on by our staff who have at least 30 days in attendance, have gone above and beyond in displaying their tiger traits, behavior, academics, and participation. And so in 6th grade, we have Chelsea Cassidy. Sixth grade, we have Phoebe Cyrus. And with our 8th grade, we have Miss Alina Jackson. And that concludes all of our extra mile awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. Okay, up next, we're going to recognize our DEAL student athletes. This group DEAL stands for Developing Elite Athletic Leadership. Coach Crystal Thornsley and myself, Coach Thornsley is still getting back into some coaching. I'm an old coach. We saw a need to work with our students about leading programs and becoming the type of leaders we want in our athletic programs here at Circleville. So we decided last year to start this. Dr. John Maxwell is a Circleville alum. He's written a lot of great leadership books, and we got a book that he authored, and we did a book study, as well as had meetings, had varsity coaches come in and talk to the kids, and pieced it together this year as best we can, involving students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So I'm going to have Coach Thornsley come up and recognize those students.
Good morning. I just want to say this has been a great group to work with. It's just an outstanding group of Circleville Middle School students, and we've been very proud of what they have done. And I want to say good luck to our 8th graders who will be moving on next year in their next chapter in high school. May you be the leaders that you have shown here at the middle school, and we wish you just a ton of success. So with that, I'm going to introduce our members. Drew Thornsley. These are our 8th graders first. Jude Blair. Actually, this is not in order of their grades. Liam McConnell. Kind of looks like an 8th grader. He's pretty tall. Ari Travis, 7th grader. Caden Paxton, 6th grader. Jake Yancey, 8th grader. Kaiser Cassidy, 6th grader. With a very cool shirt on, let's say. Make sure you can see the shirt. Glavin Bigham, 6th grader. Austin Gray, 8th grader. Carson Van Gundy, 8th grader. Hudson Phelan, 7th grader. Isabel Perini, 7th grader. Maddox Bigham, 8th grader. Kylie McCain, 8th grader. Maya Pitts, 7th grader. Jack Klein, 7th grader. Sydney Latimer, 8th grader. Bella Morningstar, 8th grader. Claire Davis, 7th grader. Maddie Blakeman, 7th grader. Addison DeTueco, 8th grader. Ava Justice, 7th grader. Allie Thornsley, 6th grader. And Kaylee West, 6th grader. And we have 2 missing, Lily Wastier and Lane Adams. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach Thornsley. Next, I would like to recognize some outstanding achievement by our Tiger Remote Learners, our TRL students, who have been doing their learning this year at home, online, with the assistance of teachers and staff here at CMS. And I asked the staff, can you give me some individuals who really excelled and overachieved the TRL, which is very tough to do. They work hard, and with the support of parents and those at home also do a great job. So these certificates, these students are not here, but these certificates will be mailed out to them. So I'd like to recognize Lamont Holloway, Caden Burke, Liz Seeley, Tyler Conrad, Gabriella Goff, Aiden Blue, and Macy Daniel. So great job, our TRL students. Okay, next up I'm going to have Mr. Michael come up and do our virtual awards.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Fox. Like he said, my name is Chad Michael. I am the assistant principal here at the middle school. Good morning, everyone, and those that are watching at home, good evening. This is the 28th year that Circleville Middle School and previously Everett's Middle School has chosen to participate in giving away the R.T. Griffin Sportsmanship Award. Back in 2017, when Gretchen Search and Isaac Evans were in 8th grade, they had this distinguished honor to receive this award. With me today is Gretchen Search. So like I said, it's quite an honor to have Gretchen with me today. I want to wish the best of luck to Mr. Evans, who could not be with us today. Sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity are essential components to any successful athletic program, and we definitely look to our athletes to exude these traits and to be true leaders. This year, it was not hard at all to come up with our female and our male athletes. So without any further ado, those go to Mr. Jake Yancey and Max Bitter. So the great thing is Maddox and Jake will come back when they're seniors and give this award away to a couple 8th graders who also show these traits. So congratulations, Jake and Maddox. So Mr. Fox, I'd like to introduce Mr. Fox, who will give away this year's Debbie Jones Award.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Michael. I'm going to present our Debbie Jones Memorial Award recipients. This award was first presented in 2004 in honor of Debbie Jones after her untimely death. Debbie was the consummate worker, taking great pride in her work and contributions for the students and staff at Everett's Middle School, whether it was making sure classrooms were spotless, restrooms were in top shape, or the gym was ready for not just competition, but to impress. Debbie put her all into what she did. Each year we recognize a student staff member who we feel exemplify this type of person that Debbie was. Each individual will receive a certificate or a plaque this year, and their name engraved on the plaque that's displayed at CMS. The 8th grader that we have selected to receive this award this year goes above and beyond in everything they do. They participate in a wide range of activities, including soccer, basketball, cross country, and track. Most recently, participated in the Women's in Technology and Science Day, presented by the High University. This young lady was selected as a member of the NJHS, Student Council, Deal, and Math Counts. She is involved in many activities that consume her time, but our recipient is always giving 100% in the classroom, and she always comes to school focused and prepared and ready to give her best. Her drive is inspiring, and her focus and determination will take her far. The 8th grade team would like to recognize this year's recipient, Ms. Maddox Boone. And each year I solicit input from previous recipients on who they think is deserving of being recognized for the staff member. Last year was unique in that I presented the award to the entire CMS staff. So this led to asking the entire staff this year for input on who they think should be recognized this year. All names nominated would be very deserving of being recognized. However, this year there would only be one. This individual does work that needs to be done. You ask and they do it. You text and they are there. You tell them there is going to be a change or something additional needs done. It gets completed. This individual contributes to all the students and staff in the building and has been doing this for the past 19 years for Circleville City Schools, 16 at Everett and CMS. The 2021 recipient of the Debbie Jones Award is Mr. Larry Parsley. All right, this concludes our celebration of excellence for the 2021 school year. I'd like to thank all those that are watching. Congratulate all the students and recipients of awards this year. Look forward to next year having an evening with the art show and everybody back here in the CMS gym so that we can officially and do a great job of welcoming and recognizing our students. So thank you. Go Tigers.